Peter Pan, Chapter 25, The Pirate Ship. It was a dark, starless night. The moon was hidden in a cloudy sky. Peter crawled on his belly, snake-like, across the ground. This was one of many useful things the Indians had taught him. Tinkerbell was still too weak to fly and light the way, so Peter had decided not to fly himself. He knew where he was headed, the pirate ship, the Jolly Roger. Suddenly, Peter caught sight of the crocodile, which was also creeping in the dark. No other living creature seemed to be awake but the boy and the crocodile. They were both after the same prey, Captain Hook. In the silence of the night, Peter realized something was different about the crocodile. The clock inside it had finally stopped ticking. At that moment, Peter had an idea. He was determined to rescue Wendy and the boys, but he was also eager to destroy his rival. This time it's Hook or me, he thought with great excitement. And he started to form a plan. The Jolly Roger was anchored not far from the shore of Kirk's Creek. On board, some of the pirates were sleeping and others were playing dice and cards. Even though it was after midnight, Smee sat at the sewing machine, busily mending the captain's clothes. Hook walked to the deck deep in thought. This should have been his moment of triumph. Peter was dead. The boys were tied up and soon would walk the plank. Wendy was his captive. But Hook felt unhappy and alone. Even among his pirates, Hook felt lonely. Hook was lonely. There were no better than dogs that obeyed him. Certainly were not equals who could listen to his feelings. How cruel fate had been to the captain. Hook had always been a pirate. Once he had been a promised young man at the private school. There he had learned the manners of fancy dress that could have made him a gentleman. But he had wanted fame, and evil had taken hold of him. What good are all my evil charms in the end? No little children loved me, he thought. It was a strange thought that he should suddenly think of these things. Maybe it was the sound of Smee's sewing machine. Even though he was a pirate, old Smee was lovable. There was not a child on board the ship who did not already love Smee. He had given Wendy a cloak to keep warm, and Michael had even tried on his glasses. What does Smee have that I do not? Wondered Hook. He needed to do something wicked to feel better again. Standing a little taller, Hook shouted to his men, "Are the boys chained up so they cannot fly away?" "Aye, aye," they answered. "Then bring them up," he ordered. The poor prisoners were dragged from the hold below. The 8 boys stood in line in front of him. 6 of you will walk the plank tonight, but I will keep you to be my cabin boys. Who wishes to serve me? The boys were silent. Finally, Tutor spoke up. Sir, I don't think my mother would like me to be a pirate. Would your mother like you to be a pirate, Slightly? I don't think so, Slightly answered sadly, as if he wished it were otherwise. The other boys agreed. Hook was angry. He looked directly at John. You seem to have a little more courage, boy, he said. Did you ever want to be a pirate? John became thoughtful. Yes, there was a time when I wanted to be a pirate. Then he looked around at his friends. But that was long ago. Then go to your doom, Hook roared. To his men he said, get the plank ready and bring up their mother to watch.